Welcome back, True Seeker. It is January 31st, 2023, one day before the start of Black History Month, and CNN, as a top headline, has a story about three missing rappers. Again, this is coming on the 31st day of the month. Three missing rappers. Here's CNN's front page right now. Three missing rappers who disappeared from Lounge 31. And two of the three men happen to be 31 years old. I actually just called Lounge 31, and I just talked to a gentleman there. He's one of a few owners, Darnell, and he is going to email me the footage of these men leaving the building without incident. He says we have absolutely nothing to do with their disappearance. He said all that happened with the club is they were supposed to perform, but then the DJ didn't show up and they need the DJ. So, he was blown away that this was a top story today on CNN. He had no idea. I just got off the phone with him. And for all you guys who'd call my bluff, I actually have the whole conversation. But he asked if I do not air the conversation, he'd prefer that. He is going to send me the footage. But again, CNN saves this news story about Lounge 31 for the 31st, and day after day, CNN reporting news by the numbers, almost seemingly contriving the news by the numbers, making a story when there isn't even really one there. There are some things that do stand out about this. Again, it is the day before Black History Month. We know Detroit's the city on the 42nd parallel, the home of Motown Records. Again, the 42nd parallel matters because in Gematria, February equals 42, like slavery, like Tuskegee, like the N-word, like a long list of words that have to do with Black History Month, from Martin to Malcolm X, the sitcom Martin in Detroit. He lives in apartment number 42. And we know every year when Black History Month rolls around, there's a lot of suspicious deaths of black men by the numbers. Do we get an update on this story? On 4/2, we'll see. It's only days away. But yes, the man at the club says nothing nefarious went down there. They would have performed. The DJ didn't show up. And again, he was blown away. He looked up. I said, look on their website right now. I said, they're talking about this today on the news like it's a top story. He's like, wow. He's like, okay, I see it. Yeah, we're Lounge 31 to make this a top headline on the 31st. That is interesting. I said, yeah, that's what I do. I said, I'm a independent journalist and author, and I write about how news contrives stories by a code numerically each day. So he's going to look into that. And he really wants to send me the footage, because I think he was kind of getting the vibe that like maybe I thought he and his cohorts who run the place do have something to do with the death, like CNN suggesting. What does stand out about them disappearing January 21st, and think about it this way, there's all sorts of things, but we know that every year on January 21st, we're talking about the same types of things because, and again, it doesn't mean the people that run this club, this independent club, are responsible. They could have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, but we do know that every year, January 21st rolls around, there's suspicious deaths. And the reason why is Gematria. Again, look up the song Gematria, the killing name. Blood sacrifice has that Gematria of 121, like the date 121. Notice also the 67 and 86. Look at the names of the men who disappeared. The one man who is not 31 years old is Armani Kelly, whose name equals 121. And the other gentleman, Dante Wicker, his name equals 67, like blood sacrifice. And the other gentleman, Montoya Givens, who's also 31. Notice his first name, Montoya, is 31, like the age of disappearance, also 86, like blood sacrifice. And Givens is the same thing, 31, 86. It is interesting how these three men all have just the right names for the ritual. And then they say the car connected to them was found in Warren, Michigan. And Warren has that same gematria as murder in all four ciphers. 79, 34, 83, 38. Again, if you're new here, look up the song Murder by Numbers that came out in 83. Also, if you look at the movie poster for Murder by Numbers, you'll see they code the 3-8 and 8-3 into the words. You'll also notice if you look at the movie poster, there's a running count of orange numbers going down the page that are separated by words, and the words are between the orange 7 and the orange 9, where murder is also 79. And of course, Memphis also has that gematria 34, 38, 83, the deadly beating just after 8:30, as we just discussed. But yeah, again, something that also could have made this a targeted location for the ritual is the address at 144. I can tell you from talking to Darnell, he doesn't know anything about this number code. He was blown away that this was a top story on CNN today. But again, the psychopaths operate by the code. They might target a location like this because it has the right numbers. So, anyhow, hopefully the 3 men turn up just fine, but again, missing for 10 days, that's a long time to be missing. And again, I just say one more example that yes, CNN saves its news to report by the numbers. The disappearance of 2 men, or I should say 3 men, but 2 of them are 31 years old after the Lounge 31 cancellation, but saving the story for the 31st. And again, if I didn't say so, 31's the 11th prime, and the word black is 11. Just like how we're having the first all-black QB Super Bowl in the last state to recognize MLK Day, and it's the 1 seed versus the 1 seed like 11, and it's on Lincoln's birthday who freed the slaves. So, we'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. Till next time.